Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, and 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Hello once again, Shaker Hockey fans. Welcome back here to the home of the Red Raiders hockey squad, the JM Bartley Arena. Today we've got a contest for third place in the Thornton Park Tournament. Later today, Padua Franciscan and Walsh Jesuit have their finals match at 5:15. But here, it's Shaker Heights versus Menor. The last two teams these two squads played was Menor beating Shaker in the regionals quarterfinal with a score of 4-1. That loss ended the Red Raiders season. The Cardinals went on to beat University School but lose to Gilmore Academy, the team that won the state championship. Shaker Heights, being upset by the Cardinals, are looking for some sort of revenge here at home. The Raiders are yet again the favorites, coming in ranked 17th in the state, while Menor is ranked 19th. Being close together in the rankings, it should be a great game. But let's look further into what has gotten both squads here to the third place match. Shaker Heights played the Strongsville Mustangs in their first match of the tournament on Thursday. That was a comforting win for the Red Raiders as it was a final score of 7-1. On Friday, Menor had their first game, playing the Bobcats of Bowling Green. That game came down to the wire as they played 5 minutes of 4-on-4 hockey and then 5 minutes of 3-on-3 hockey. Without anything solved, after the 2 short overtime periods, they went to a 5-round shootout. Menor just snuck out the win, sending Bowling Green out of the running early. On Saturday, both Shaker and Menor played their semifinal match. The game at 5:45, Shaker Heights versus Padua Franciscan, resulted in a 4-2 win for Padua. After Shaker tied it up at 2 in the middle of the third, Padua was able to capitalize on a 2-on-1 opportunity in the final 2 minutes of regulation. From there, they got an empty net goal, and Padua moved on. Menor went up against the Walsh Jesuit Warriors and fell 4-1. So each team has won 1 and lost 1, landing each team here to the third place contest. These teams should make for a great game as rankings only separate the squads by 2. However, the Raiders are the favorites. Can Shaker win the fight for the third place here as hosts of the tournament? Or will Menor, as the only non-GLHL team playing in the semifinals, put up a fight and perhaps pull off an upset? Puck drop is upcoming. Von Ullum is back with the call. Menor versus Shaker Heights for the fight for bronze. Thanks for tuning in. Alrighty, so it doesn't look like a national anthem is going to take place here before puck drop. So the Red Raiders huddling around their net. Now they'll glide on over to the bench. This should be a great matchup between the Red Raiders of Shaker Heights and the Cardinals of Menor. 15 minutes on the clock, symbolizing the start of the first period. Cooper Mears in between the pipes here today. And now we'll start with our second line of offense, something we haven't seen here in this regular season. So it'll be Gavin Richards to take the opening draw. And it looks like it'll go back to Shaker. Here it'll be Noam Greenberg, as the first line of defense is still out there for the start of the game. And here it'll be Garnett up the ice looking for Drew English. It's out of his reach, but it'll end up going into the offensive zone for Shaker. The Cardinals steal it. Can they get it out of the zone? Not just yet. 3 Raiders versus 2 Cardinals. And there, a good shot from Garnett, tipping it out in front. I believe that was Richards, and it is. But it just couldn't find its way into the back of the net. I believe it got tipped over the net. And here Menor will be able to clear the zone. It's Lazar back on defense. Off the boards looking for Greenberg, but it's out of his reach. Now Menor up against the boards, fighting for that puck possession, isn't able to get it as Greenberg comes out with it. And here they pass it up to Drew English, but he's knocked down to the ice, so Menor gets it right back. But here's an opportunity. Camp with the bar down shot, and Shaker takes the early lead. Only a minute and 7 seconds off the clock. And that was just a beautiful shot from Jack Camp. He stole it in the offensive zone, and quickly it was a breakaway. And so quickly the Red Raiders, in their fight for third, they'll be up 1-0 is our score here. It's Jolly back in the Red Raiders zone. It's him and Lazar on defense, and it looks like Jolly will try to take it out of the zone, but as he does, number 8 of Menor will poke check it away, and it'll end up flying into the bench of the Red Raiders. So this one should be a face-off in the Red Raiders zone, and it is. Camp back on the draw, however, it will be taken in by Menor, but still unable to set up. Here it's Isaac Miller. He'll win the rush to the puck. He's in the corner to the left of the goaltender. In the corner, Menor comes out with it. They had 3 Cardinals against 2 Red Raiders. Miller fighting to keep it inside of the offensive zone. Good play by Miller. Trying a centering pass over to Sammy Gerber. It just won't connect. Garnett ending it around the boards. Around both corners. And eventually, I believe that's Greenberg, and it was. I believe that was a low percentage shot, maybe a pass, but regardless, it just lazily glides right to the keeper. And we will be getting a face-off. Here was Lenahan on the draw, and it looks like Shaker comes out with it. Here, a centering pass looking for Garnett. He trips up. It's an odd man rush the other way. It's 3-on-2. Centering pass over and trying to get a shot off the backhand. Mears gives up a rebound. It's still loose. And now Mears will land on it and will get a face-off. Dangerous opportunity there for Menor. Luckily, Shaker's Cooper Mears able to come in clutch in between the pipes here today. Here it's at the point. Defenseman number 42, he tries a shot at it. The stick of Jed Skilkin out in front of the shot. And it almost ended up in the back of the net off of the deflection, but luckily it did not. Here's a 2-on-2 rush. Shaker's not able to get it back. And almost another odd man rush for Menor, but the defenders are all over that one. Shaker able to get the puck out of the zone, but it's back with the Menor defense. Number 42 enters in, he takes the shot, but it went high. And here's an opportunity. Getting it to escape the zone, that was Oscar Schneider. However, he couldn't enter into the offensive zone. Here the Menor forward will draw a circle around Cooper Mears, and now a centering shot, and that'll find its way in. Great setup by Menor, and we are back to tied. It's 1-1 our score. Already 2 goals with just over 3 minutes off the clock. Looks like we might be in for a high-scoring game here at the JM Bartley Arena. Here we're back with that second line of offense. As Menor will win the draw, and they're back with it in their own zone. Shaker unable to keep it in the zone. Here's with Emmett Lazar. Lazar trying to get it over to his defenseman Jolly, but that he cannot do. A 2-2 rush the other way. It's Josh Brown. He's entering into the zone. Centering pass right to Gavin Richards, and yet again we got another goal. Gavin Richards with a beautiful shot. A great setup by Josh Brown to enter into the zone. He'll get the phenomenal assist. And so 3 goals here in 3.5 minutes. Shaker's up 2-1. And we'll get the first line of offense back out here now. On defense, Garnett and Greenberg. So quickly we have an offensive battle. And we'll see if that can continue. Menor's going to look to answer. It's into the corner for the Cardinals to take. And here they'll get it to the point for number 9. Number 9 looking back into the corner for 21. That can connect, and now the Raiders will pin it up against the boards. No whistle just yet, as Menor will now come out with it. It's back at the point. Now looking to get it to defenseman number 42, and Isaac Miller almost stole it and had to break away the other way. However, he just couldn't keep the puck on his stick. Here it's back with the Red Raiders. Pass up to Isaac Miller. Now looking up the ice to Sammy Gerber, who was almost about to enter into the zone, but it just couldn't reach his stick. Here it's back at the point for Menor. Looking back into the corner, but here it'll be taken by Jack Camp. Camp, he had the first goal of the game, but he's knocked down to the ice. And Menor has the rush the other way. They're shot by number 26 of the Cardinals. However, Mears will make the save. So 10:15 remaining in period number 1, and it's already 2-1 our score. Here's a shot made by number 27 of the Cardinals, and now the Cardinals are going to work to keep it inside of the zone. However, Lenahan will try and pass it out. Cardinals will steal it, but it is out of the zone. On offense, it's Schneider, it's Skilkin, and it's Lenahan. Here, pass up to Lenahan. Looks like he'll take it into the zone himself, and he'll dump it in deeper into the zone. Schneider will be the man to chase. It's Schneider and Skilkin fighting for the puck along the boards. Lenahan now has it at the point. He'll move it to Jolly, and shot made. And somehow that got through the traffic, but regardless, a glove save by number 1 in between the pipes for the Cardinals. 9:37 left to go here in period number 1. Gavin Richards to take the draw. To his left, it's Drew English. He'll take it off the draw. Garnett with that blast from the point, now looking for some sort of rebound as Gavin Richards out in front, but it'll end up gliding into the quarter. It's with Richards. He's in the corner to the left of the goaltender. Can Menor clear it? Not just yet. Josh Brown keeps it in, and it's Drew English. He tries a shot. Rebound given up, but he'll end up getting the glove on it, and we will get yet again another face-off. Back to the first lines, both offense and defense. Here it is Sammy Gerber to take the face-off, and he'll end up winning it. It's with Garnett at the point. He tries to send it out in front. Oh, it wasn't exactly a shot. Now it's with Isaac Miller. Miller's looking to Sammy Gerber, but will end up escaping the zone as the Menor defense is good on the pressure. Garnett up the ice. He finds Sammy Gerber. Gerber loses the puck possession. He'll end up trying a shot, low percentage. It's into the bottom right corner. Now Isaac Miller will get an offensive steal. He tries the shot. As a Menor Cardinal loses his stick, it'll end up gliding up and into the netting. So 6 minutes off the clock here in the first period. We've got 9 left to go in the first period. Face-off is to the left of the goalie. It's Ryan Lenahan to take the face-off. It'll be taken in by Menor, however. Trying to end it around the boards, however, it'll land with Jolly at the point. He tries a shot, but it goes wide. And now Menor will get it out of the zone. Lazar can't keep it in as he's under pressure by the forward number 8 of Menor. He'll take it in, trying to end it around the boards, but no one is home, and it'll fall to Skilkin. Now Lazar's taking it. However, he turns it over. A great save by Cooper Mears in between the pipes. A dangerous turnover there from Lazar, but luckily Cooper Mears has his back. Skilkin up the ice looking for Lenahan. It's off his stick awkwardly, and it'll fall back to the Cardinals. Cardinals will dump it in as they get some changes, but now Lazar will try and take advantage of it, and he'll get it to the forward Schneider. It'll fall off his stick, but it enters into the Menor zone. Here are the Red Raiders trying to get some changes. Schneider is off on the bench. It looks like we'll be seeing offensive line number 2. On defense, it's still Greenberg and Garnett for the moment. They're a shot by Greenberg, not elevated. He was looking for the 5-hole. And there, Menor will clear it all the way down the ice. That should be an icing, and it is, with 7:41 left to go here in the first period. Shaker Heights 2, Menor has 1. Gavin Richards on the draw, however, Menor will take it in. Trying to end it around the boards for a clear, and Menor can get it out. Trying to rush forward is forward number 18, but number 17 of the Raiders, Garnett, will not let him get much further than that. And now it's a 3-on-2 the other way. Garnett making the rush forward. He's trying to center it out in front to Josh Brown, but he couldn't get there in time. Now Garnett centering it. That can't find its way through. Then shot from Jonathan Kalergis. It's his first time hitting the ice in this one. And that shot went wide. English dumping it in. He'll go off for a change. Here it's Jolly. Jolly and Kalergis out there on defense. Now Jolly will chase it. He'll try to pin it up against the boards. Now Miller throws a Cardinal down to the ice. Here's a one-on-one opportunity. Kalergis, the defender, and he's able to poke check it away and get it behind the net. However, it's Cooper Mears without his stick. Now he'll recover it as Shaker goes the other way with it. Miller pinned up against the boards, so Menor will come out with it. Can they get it out of the zone? Number 12 up to 8. 8 cross-ice pass, 2-on-2. However, Red Raiders join him, and then a shot made as Mears is able to give up the rebound. However, he'll end up getting a glove on the ice. Yet again, we will get a face-off. 6:04 now remaining. Shaker's still up by 1. Garnett trying to end it around the boards to Ryan Lenahan. Lenahan gets it up to Skilkin. Skilkin to Schneider. All of the forwards getting a touch on the puck as the Red Raiders now look to set up. Menor will be able to clear it. Shaker has been struggling to set up in the zone, though they have gotten it in the zone many times since their last goal. Haven't been able to find any good shooting lanes. Here's a dangerous opportunity for Menor, however, Greenberg with good defense, is able to get it to co-defenseman Garnett, and that will escape the zone, looking for Skilkin on a very elevated pass. But now it's turned over to Menor at center ice. But that should be offsides, and it is. Just over 5 minutes remaining in period number 1. Shakers up 2-1. Now here it's with Menor in the Red Raiders zone. Can the Red Raiders clear it here? It looks like they will. Josh Brown takes it out. And somehow Richards is able to keep it on sides. And we'll get a very late offsides call. Now just under 5 minutes remaining here in the first period. Their Shaker has an opportunity trying to get it to English, but it's off and away from his stick. English fights for the possession in the corner. Looks like Menor will come out with it, and they will. Looking for a pass down to number 7 of Menor. However, icing is waved off as it's out of his reach. Shaker, Jolly looking for Drew English. That's between his skates, and it can't fall to him, so it's back with Lazar and Jolly. Jolly sends it all the way down the ice. That one should be an icing, and we will get the whistle. .423 left to go here in the first period of this third place matchup. Camp to take the draw. First line of offense out here now. Now Miller trying to get it to escape the zone. He can't do just that. Garnett up to Gerber. Gerber not able to get it outside of the blue line. Menor's threatening right now. Garnett trying to get it back to his forwards. And if Gerber was able to get it at center ice, we'd have a rush the other way. However, Camp will be the man to do so. Gerber back to the point for Greenberg. Greenberg will end it around the boards. Looking for Camp, but it'll end up falling to Miller. Centering pass for Gerber. That one isn't able to make an easy shot for Gerber, so it's off of his stick. Now here trying a centering pass out in front. No one's home. Greenberg off the boards looking for Isaac Miller all the way at center ice. And here it's a 3-on-1. Isaac Miller. Shot made, trying to get a rebound opportunity as it's off of his pad. But nor Gerber and Camp could find a lane. It's back in the Red Raiders zone. Gerber over to Camp. Camp will lead the rush forward while the rest of his line mates went off for changes. Camp over to Skilkin. He can't find the shooting lane. Then Lazar tries a chance from the point. And that one went wide after a deflection. Here trying to center it over to Jed Skilkin. Passes off target and a land with the keeper between the pipes. And so we will get a face-off with just under 3 minutes remaining here in period number 1. Their face-off won by the Red Raiders, but it will fall to the Cardinals. Jolly unable to keep it inside of the blue line. Here's the rush the other way. However, a poke checked away. I believe that's Emmett Lazar on the play, and it was. At the point, working it into the corner for number 18. Now back to the point for 45. Trying a tip out in front is forward number 28 of the Cardinals, but he can't find the back of the net. Lazar looking up to Skilkin. It'll fall back to Menor. Jolly and Lazar out on defense for the moment. On offense, it's Skilkin, it's Lenahan, and it's Oscar Schneider. Menor turns it over at center ice. Jolly up to Skilkin. Skilkin poke checked away from, and it's a 2-on-2 the other way. Their shot made, rebound given up. And a great save by Cooper Mears, tracking that one down. 2 minutes remaining in the first period. However, the clock is still going. Not sure if anyone's noticing that. The clock is rolling. And now it'll stop with 1:37. So we will get solving that one. And we have 1:57 remaining here in period number 1. Thank you for sticking with us. We know the Browns-Cincinnati Bengals game just kicked off, but you're here for some Shaker Heights hockey. Here for the third place matchup in a offensive battle. Here it'll be a 2-on-2 rush. It's Josh Brown, a Menor defenseman, will join them, so it's a 2-on-3, and Menor will get it. Trying to work around Josh Brown. And now a brutal hit from Greenberg on the Menor forward, leading the rush up the ice. There, Greenberg trying to pass it to English, but he can't find the puck on his stick. It'll end up going to Menor, but it'll be tossed up and into the netting for a face-off in the Menor zone. Gerber on the draw. Taken in by Camp. Camp tries a shot. It'll end up going high, I believe, off of a deflection out in front of the shot. 42 up to forward number 7 of the Cardinals. Shaker, however, able to keep it in. Another clearing try. Can't get past Jack Camp. He was the first goal scorer of today. There they'll get it to Isaac Miller. Isaac Miller up to Camp, 2-on-2 rush. Camp trying to center it himself. However, a good poke check by defenseman 42. He'll take it out himself. Shot made. And it'll end up hitting off of the arm of Cooper Mears and barely kept out. Almost a late goal there from the Menor Cardinals, trying to even this one up at 2 apiece. Here it's with Noam Greenberg. He'll take it out himself. He'll send it in deep. And here, offensive zone turnover. Shot made by Gerber. Rebound, give it up. And now it's back behind the net. Centering pass looking for Gerber. Pass won't be able to connect through the traffic there. Shot from Lazar. That one kept out, but it's loose. Miller with a shot. Rebound, Gerber. That one can't find its way through either. And as it's sent down, we'll get a whistle with 0.7 seconds left to go. And now a coach's call for Cooper Mears. He'll head to the bench. We'll get an extra attacker, as Menor will not be able to score a goal all the way down the ice. With 0.7 seconds left. In there, it'll be taken in by Menor. That will take us to the end of period number 1. The Red Raiders are up 1. It's 2-1 the score here in the fight for bronze. The Red Raiders fighting here in their home tournament. The last game of a Thornton Park tournament for many of these seniors. And so we will get our first intermission. We'll see you for the second. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back. Alrighty, everyone, we are back after the first intermission. In the first period, it's 2-1. Shaker Heights is on top in the contest for third place of this Thornton Park tournament. All of the 3 goals came in the first 4 minutes, I believe.
Look at a first down.
The men are Cardinals discussing something over at their bench. Hopefully it's not a Zamboni problem. We definitely already had our fair share of that against Padua. And now it looks like number 21 of the Cardinals is heading to the locker room. Not sure what exactly is going on there. But here the Red Raiders in their cream uniforms against the Menor Cardinals here in red and black. And here it's Isaac Miller. Isaac Miller takes it in behind the net. Men are quickly trying to clear it. They're unable to. Garnett tries a blast from the point, but it falls right to a Menor forward, and he'll take it out. Isaac Miller back to Garnett. Garnett in the corner to the right of Mears. He takes it out. Now cross-ice pass over to Camp. It's off his stick, off the boards, and to a Cardinal. Number 9, the defender. But now Jolly's able to keep it inside of the blue line. Good play by him. Now he bumps the defender off the puck. He's fighting against 2 Cardinals. And now it'll be Gerber to join him. Now Jolly looking for some sort of pass into the corner. And it's Jack Camp to take it. He was the first goal scorer. And now here it's with Isaac Miller at the point. Miller trying to get it back to Isaiah Jolly in the corner. Now behind the net, looking for Camp. Camp with a rebound. It's still loose. But now we'll get a whistle. 13:48 left to go here in period number 2. The Red Raiders still on top, 2-1 our score. Let's just say they won the first period in the name of shots and in the name of odd man rushes. Shaker was 12-9 in the shots on goal department. In the name of face-offs, Menor was up 5-1, but Shaker ended up tying it up at 8-8 before the period came to its conclusion. No penalties have been given, and yeah, on odd man rushes, Shaker won that. It's 3-1. No odd man rushes just yet here in this second. Here at center ice, now taken back into the Red Raiders zone. It's with Jolly. Jolly up the ice looking for Richards. He'll let it glide into the zone after letting it hit his stick, so no icing. Red Raiders keeping with it, but now he's tripped up along the boards, no call. And Menor will clear it all the way down the ice. It looks like icing is waved off as the referee yells no. Here, an offensive turnover for Menor. Number 8, the shot. Glove saved by Mears. Rebound given up, but he'll lay on it. So Cooper Mears will keep the Red Raider lead at 1. 2-1, still our score. Thank you for sticking with us. We know the Browns-Bengals game is going on, but you're here for some Shaker Heights hockey action. And here Menor will win the faceoff. Blast from the point. Hit the pad. Rebound given up. Somehow that's not in the back of the net. Now another rebound given up, and Shaker will clear it out of the zone. It's Garnett on the rush. He's bumped off the puck. Menor tries to get it to enter the zone, and it will, but it's with the Red Raider defenders. Cross ice pass, it's with Schneider. He'll dump it in to the Menor zone. Lenahan, the man to chase. Kept in at the point by Skilkin. Falls back with the Cardinals. Cardinals at center ice, working it into the Red Raiders zone. And here on defense, it's Greenberg. Over to Garnett, back to Greenberg. Greenberg up the ice to Schneider. However, it's poke checked away from him, up into the glass, and it'll fall to Menor yet again. They've controlled this period so far. Their shot made, but it went wide. I believe after a deflection out in front of the shot. Here an opportunity, that one can't find its way through. Here it's sent into the corner. Taken by Noam Greenberg. Looking for Isaac Miller as it goes around the boards. Now it'll take an awkward bounce off the boards, but it is still with the Red Raiders. And there the Menor forward, number 26, he tries a shot. Rebound given up. And on the backhand, number 42 tries the shot, but it'll end up going wide right. Good opportunity there for the Cardinals. They've so far controlled this second period, but the Red Raiders have a 1-goal lead to work. Cooper Mears comes out of his net to play it. However, he retreats as it's a 2-on-1 for Menor. However, the 1-4 Shaker will get there first and clear it. It's back with Menor. Menor, number 7, the forward, gliding into the Red Raiders zone. He'll use the backhand to send it behind the net. It'll be Camp to take it. Camp moving around with ease, deking around a forward, and now it's a 3-on-2. Gerber with a shot. That can't find its way through. Now Camp behind the net. Pressured by 3 Cardinals. Now here Camp trying to look for a man at the point, but no one's there as the defenseman retreated back at center ice. And now it looks like the Red Raider first line of offense is back on the bench. So it's up to line 2. Line 2 got the second of the Red Raider goals off of Josh Brown's assist to Gavin Richards on the goal. Here it's in the corner to the left of Cooper Mears. Just under 10 minutes remaining here in period number 2. Jolly taking it out. And an odd man rush could have been the possibility, but it'll fall off of Drew English's stick. Here he makes a hit on the Cardinal defenseman. And Shaker isn't able to bring it to the point. Menor will clear it out. Now number 26 with a beautiful candy cane look on the stick. We don't see that too much in high school hockey. There, Menor will clear it down the ice. That one should get a whistle, and it will. Icing with 9.5 minutes remaining here in period number 2. Shaker still up 1. Here, face-off taken by Lenahan, trying to get it to the point for Garnett. He can't keep it inside the blue line, so Shaker will retreat back to their own zone. Noam Greenberg. He'll dump it into the zone. The man chasing is Oscar Schneider. But it'll be the Cardinal to come out with it. He'll send it right to Greenberg, but turn it over. Blast. Good save by Cooper Mears. It hit him right in the chest. However, it does come out. Greenberg looking to forward Oscar Schneider. But it goes right back to a Cardinal. These passes aren't exactly connecting here in this second period of play. Trying to pass for Skilkin, but it'll fall off his stick, go back to Menor's zone. And now there they look for pass number 2. It's out of his reach, and it'll go all the way down to Shaker's zone. We will get a whistle with 8:27 remaining in the second. Sammy Gerber in the first line of offense. On defense, it's Lazar and it's Jolly. Camp centering it himself. Now rebound given up as it hit his pad, but they can't sneak it through. 2-on-2 rush. Now Camp will join the defenders. Shaker will allow it to escape the zone. Behind the net, Jolly plays it. Almost turned over to Menor. But luckily it falls back to Cooper Mears and he'll hit it with his stick and send it behind his net. Here Camp. He's with it in the offensive zone. He tries a blast. Save made. Looking for some sort of rebound shot, but no one can get it off. 11. He enters into the zone of Shaker Heights. He tries a blast right as he steps inside of the blue line. But it went wide. So it's back with Shaker. Jolly looking for Gerber. It's off his stick, so icing is waved off. Noam Greenberg looking back to the point, but he can't get the pass off. Now it's in the corner for Captain Jack Camp. He got that first goal of the game. Drew English enters into the game with his second line of offense. He looks for a pass to Josh Brown, but he is behind the red line. Josh Brown couldn't get his stick on it, so it'll be an icing on the Red Raiders. Just under 7 minutes remaining in the second frame of the sport. Their face-off taken in by the Cardinals, but it'll end up escaping the zone. Josh Brown and his speed trying to get there first. And now it's 2 Raiders versus 2 Cardinals up against the boards, and it looks like the Red Raiders did come out with it. But it'll escape the zone in doing so. Garnett can't win the battle on the race to the puck. So it's back with Menor in the offensive zone. No goals scored just yet here in the second period. Menor trying to even this one up at 2. There they couldn't do it as they looked for a centering pass that ended up landing out of the zone. And here they'll find number 7, the forward, moving down the ice. Here the Red Raider coach is clearly one happy about something. And here, shot made, and it'll find the 5-hole. Coach Bartley clearly wasn't happy about something with the referees. But then the Cardinals got the opportunity, made the shot off the backhand, sneaks it in between the legs. And we are tied up at 2 with 5:55 remaining here in the second. And it looks like head coach Matt Bartley thought there were too many men on the ice for Menor. So now the referee will discuss with him. And it looks like the call will stand. And their puck is dropped, and it's Menor with it. Shaker trying to clear it out, but the forwards will work around Jolly. But then that forward will lose that puck. Isaac Miller and Camp sticking with it. What can Camp do? Here, backhand try. That one isn't able to sneak through the traffic. Now Jolly with a backhand try. Rebound, give it up. It's still loose out in front, but the Menor forwards will get there first, and they'll lead the rush moving forward. However, number 7 will flip it into the Red Raider zone. However, icing is waved off. Isaac Miller looking to Gerber up the ice, and that will be an icing on Shaker. And the clock is still going. We had this issue last time. And now the clock will stop with 5:05. Their face-off won by Shaker. Josh Brown racing the puck first. One Raider forward versus one Cardinal defenseman. And here it's behind the net, taken by Menor and cleared. However, the Menor forward, number 8, will get there first. Greenberg with his speed will get there as well. Still no penalties assessed here, as we are 2/3 of the way finished with this second period. Here, shot made. It hit Noam Greenberg. However, it's back with Menor, number 26 behind the net. He'll work with it. Neal centered himself, now looking for a pass to the other side of the net. But the pass wouldn't find its way through, and eventually it will be cleared by the Red Raiders. Noam Greenberg. Looking up to Gavin Richards, however, it's off his stick awkwardly. Menor will get it back in the Red Raiders zone. Garnett trying to get it over. And he does just that. Two Menor Cardinals collide. Stolen at center ice by the Cardinals. As those two men will change. Their shot made low percentage as Cooper Mears was hugging that right post. And here Shaker will try to clear it, but it'll end up flying up into the ceiling. And well, if it hits the ceiling, you get a whistle. 3:40 remaining left in period number 2. 2-2 our score. Here off the draw, it's with Jonathan Kalergis. Working it back to Jolly. Jolly up to Schneider, but it's off his stick, and now he'll battle with number 9 of the Cardinals. 9 against 9. And it looks like the Red Raider, number 9, will win that battle. However, Menor's back with it. Shaker hasn't set up too much in this second frame. Lenahan tries to work it back for Jolly. He can't keep it inside the line. Jolly dumps it in. Now Schneider will have to retreat back behind the blue line. Now the Red Raiders are onside, and they'll enter back into the zone. Almost offside. Schneider refrains from entering into the zone. Now Miller tries to get it to enter the zone. He can't do that just yet, as 3 Cardinal defensemen were on him. Here Jolly up the ice. No one was home, but it'll fall right back to Jolly as Menor has it escape the zone. Sammy Gerber and Isaac Miller trying to steal it in the offensive zone. Delayed offsides. Isaac Miller will tag back up. And here Menor's number 26 against 2 Red Raider defenders. He loses one defender. Shot made, and it went wide. At the point, number 9 keeps it in. He'll dump it deep into the Red Raiders zone. And now, pass made. Good save by Mears. Rebound given up. He'll lay on it. We'll get the whistle. That was dangerous there. .207 left to go in period number 2. 2-2 our score. Now here it's Drew English to take the draw against number 26 of Menor. And it'll be Shaker to win it. Josh Brown up the ice to Gavin Richards. He'll leave it for Drew English. He'll flip it right into the Menor man between the pipes. And now a little bit of pushing and shoving. The referees will glide over there and say no, thank you. So Menor has definitely controlled this second period of play. And because of that, now we are tied at 2 apiece. Gavin Richards in at the face-off dot. And he'll end up winning it. Kalergis to defenseman Garnett. Garnett tries a shot from the point, but he can't get it through the forwards of Menor. Here English keeping it in Red Raider possession. Garnett tries to enter into the zone, but he's bumped off the puck. It'll fall back to him, but escape the zone. Just over a minute and a half left here in period number 2. Their pass from Kalergis looking to Garnett. Now Richards trips up by himself, but luckily he's able to get the stick back on it, and he'll dump it all the way down to the Menor zone. Icing is waved off, and as Menor clears the zone, looks like they'll go off for some changes, and they will. Jolly's the man to chase it in the Red Raiders zone over to Garnett. Garnett loses the puck control, but Gavin Richards will back him up. And then it falls right back to Garnett. They have a rush the other way. Garnett with a shot, and it'll end up falling behind him, but he'll end up just getting his blocker over the puck. And we will get a whistle with exactly a minute remaining here in period number 2. And ooh-wee, the Red Raiders almost took that lead right back there with a mishap from number 1 of Menor. Their face-off one, Kemp trying a shot. That one can't sneak through the traffic out in front. Jolly unable to keep it inside of the blue line. Now he'll have to win the race to the puck. And he doesn't exactly do that, but he will bump the man off the puck. So it's back in Red Raider possession. They're cross ice, looking to Lazar. But it falls back to Menor. There, Gerber with a shot, and that one would have went wide. But regardless, the Cardinals' keeper will get his glove on it, and we'll get a whistle. Just over half a minute remaining here in the second period. Here, face-off taken in by the Red Raiders. In the corners for Sammy Gerber. Now Kemp. Kemp tries a shot. Low percentage. As the goalie was hugging that right post. In there, looks like we will get a call on the Red Raiders for a trip. In the dying seconds of the second period, Menor with a centering pass. He can't get it. Now Shaker just needs to get puck control, and here they will. 9.2 seconds left in the second period. We will get our first penalty of the game here in the dying seconds of period number 2. So Sammy Gerber heading into the sin bin. He'll get 2 minutes to think about what he's done, though the coaches definitely don't think he's done a thing. And Sammy Gerber shaking his head as he enters into the box, doesn't think he has either. And here Menor will get a new man into the face-off dot. It's number 8. And there Menor is able to keep it inside with a jump at the point. And he'll throw it onto his stick. And now Shaker will be able to clear. That should take us to the end of period number 2. We'll get the horn. And so we will be going into our second intermission. We are now tied at 2-2 after Shaker won the first period 2-1. But Menor won the second 1-0. So we will see, can someone win the battle of third place in the third period? Will we go to overtime? Answers will be next, as we still have 15 minutes left to go in regulation. We will be right back. Alrighty, everyone, we are back. 2-2 our score. However, Menor has a minute 51 of 5-on-4 time after Captain Sammy Gerber committed a tripping penalty. It was the first penalty of the game. When there was a clear 6-on-5, however, on Menor. However, it was not called. The referees didn't see it, and I guess you can't do anything if the referees just don't see it. So the Red Raiders have a penalty to kill. The Red Raiders have not won a game in what feels like a long time. So they're looking for one today. However, they did win, I suppose, their first game against Strongsville, but Strongsville was definitely not the greatest opponent that the Red Raiders have faced. Here, Menor's going to set up in the zone. At the point, now looking into the corner. However, Josh Brown will be the man to clear it. Menor back in. Cooper Mears hits the puck with the pad and gets it over into the corner. Now Garnett will be able to clear it down the boards. Now Camp might have an opportunity. Short-handed, toe drags through a man. Shot made, and it just went wide left. Beautiful moves by Jack Camp, dangling around the Menor defender. Here's an opportunity the other way. Number 26 dangles around his defender and gets it wide. However, he falls right into Cooper Mears. He's upside down in the net. We'll see if they call anything here, but regardless, we do get a whistle. I don't believe we will. And the net might have to be adjusted as well. So the two referees will adjust the net. And so now exactly a minute left on the Menor power play. At the point, now Jed Skilkin was able to poke check it outside of the blue line. And as Menor thought it was still onside, it was not. And we will get the whistle with 52 seconds remaining in the penalty. 14:01 left in regulation time. Gerber is sitting down in the sin bin at the moment after a tripping call that you could tell he did not think was a tripping call. Here Jolly will get it to center ice. Skilkin is the man to pressure the defender and will force them to make a bad pass. And it will escape the zone. Just over half a minute remaining on the power play. Back on defense, it's with Menor in their zone. Now cross ice over to center ice. Number 18 glides in with it. Lazar against two Cardinals. Ten seconds left in the penalty. Menor over near the point. Number 17 to the center of the blue line. Save made by Cooper Mears. Gerber will come out of the box and immediately play it on his stick. However, he'll fall down to the ice. Here, cross ice. Over to Jack Camp. Opportunity for the Red Raiders. Lazar will dump it in deep into the Menor zone. And now here it's with Isaac Miller out in front. Poke checked away, but he'll get a shot off as he's bumped into the boards. Still no penalties assessed on Menor, but here they will get the icing as they send it down to Cooper Mears behind the net. 12:32 now left in regulation time. As Menor has definitely had momentum in the last period, they outdid Shaker in the name of shots on goal 10-9, but Shaker was still in the lead after two periods. Here, men are trying to clear it, not able to. Or, excuse me, they are able to. Number 26 with the candy cane stick job. And it'll be Garnett to take it out after the turnover. Here it's Camp as Garnett's shot went wide, but turned over as two Cardinals were on him over near the point. Pass over to Gerber. It's not on his stick cleanly, but Garnett will pick it up and enter into the zone. Trying to center it over to Camp. Camp tries an opportunity, but he can't get it into the back of the net. Unfortunate there. In the name of odd men, Russ's Shaker have had 3. Menor has had 1. Here off the boards, trying to get it to Isaac Miller at center ice. Won't fall on his stick, and Lazar will pick it up. Now he's trying to get a shot off. He can't get a shot off cleanly. Now centering it, no one home. Jolly able to keep it inside the line. Sending it behind the net and eventually into the corner to the left of the goaltender. Now back behind the net for Josh Brown. Josh Brown's pinned up against the boards and now sent out by the Cardinals. We will get an icing call with 11:15 left to go in the third period. Face off, taken in by Drew English, off the draw from Gavin Ritchie. Josh Brown trying to center it. He's taken down to the ice, no call. And it's in the corner, 2 Red Raiders versus 2 Cardinals. Josh Brown sticking with it. And off the backhand, he sends it to the point for Noam Greenberg. But then it lands out of his reach. And outside of the zone, Garnett will be the man to chase it in Shaker's zone. Josh Brown able to get it back into the Menor zone. Cross ice pass. Can Menor get into the Red Raider zone? They cannot just yet. 10.5 minutes remaining in regulation time. Drew English up the ice. He'll try and pass it over to Oscar Schneider, but the pass won't get to him. Menor sends it right back to the Shaker defenseman, Garnett. He'll flip it in across the blue line. Menor clears it yet again. Back with Garnett. Garnett under pressure by 2 Cardinal forwards. Now a cross ice pass trying to get it over to Emmett Lazar, and he can't. It's an offensive turnover. Menor trying to center it himself was number 27, but he can't get a solid shot off. Here, Shaker able, though they did struggle, able to get it across the blue line and send it all the way back into Menor's zone. Schneider able to keep it inside of the line. Menor trying to clear it, but it took a weird bounce off of the boards. Jolly able to keep it inside of the line. A great play from the defenseman. Now trying to center it over to Lenahan. He's under pressure by a Cardinal defenseman, and he's not able to get a good shooting lane. Now back behind Cooper Mears. However, Lazar tripped up, no call. Jolly behind the net. He'll play it off the boards up to Isaac Miller. It's Miller, it's Lenahan, and it's Schneider. However, Miller turns it over to the Cardinals, and it's a race between 21 and Jolly. And Jolly will win it against the Cardinal. Garnett behind the net. Struggling, but he does come out with it. He'll try to take it around the Cardinals, but end up getting the puck off his stick. Camp over to Greenberg, who's back out on defense. Greenberg trying to get it to Drew English. Drew English will send it in. And now it's Gerber in the corner to the left of the Menor goalie. And then it was Camp trying to dangle around a Cardinal, but it'll fall off his stick. And as Menor goes the other way, Shaker's back with it. A lot of turnovers here at center ice in this final period of play. Falls to Greenberg at the point. Shot taken, but a shot that wasn't exactly high percentage, and it'll be scooped up along the ice by number 1, the man in red between the pipes. Shakers line number 2 on offense is out here for the moment. Lazard trying to play it inside of the blue line. Here's a rush the other way, while Richards will be the man to get it outside of the blue line. 45 up the ice to number 26 of Menor, but it'll fall off his stick and enter into the zone, go right to a Red Raider. Here it's Gavin Richards entering into the zone. He had the second goal of the Red Raiders. Josh Brown was the man on the assist. Turn right back over to 26 of Menor. And they have it center ice. And they send it into the zone. Mears comes out from the paint. Slows it down for the Red Raiders. Can they get a rush up? Well, here it's up with Oscar Schneider, but it'll fall off his stick. Go to 41, the defenseman for the Cardinals. Schneider trying to make the play on it. He can't do so. As he does, he falls into the boards. Gerber back to Jolly. Jolly up. Back to Gerber. Now here's a rush for the Red Raiders. Trying to get it to Schneider, but it's off his stick and lands into the corner. Schneider's pinned up against the boards, taken by Camp. What can Camp do? He tries a pass over to the point. Greenberg back to Jack Camp. Camp tries a shot. It's loose, but it is in the corner to the right of the keeper. Now shot made by Greenberg, trying to get a tip out in front, but it is sent wide. Garnett now playing it in the corner, and here it'll escape the zone. Greenberg against forward number 18 of Menor, and he's not able to get a good play on the puck. And it looks like we might have gotten a penalty call. Not sure what it is. Apparently it's a holding. And Noam Greenberg does not exactly agree with the call. This could prove costly for the Red Raiders. Back with Garnett. Garnett trying to clear it out off the boards, but he can't. 42 with a shot, but it'll hit off of Jolly. Jolly will clear it off the boards. It's all the way back in the Menor's zone. Greenberg is anxiously standing up in the box. Now number 26 dangling around Garnett, but it'll end up coming off his stick and landing with Cooper Mears. And he will get his glove down to the ice, and it'll be a face-off that will be upcoming. 5:56 left to go now in period number 3. A minute 35 left to go in the penalty. Camp to take the draw, and he'll win it. It's back with Miller. Miller will try to end it around the boards and clear it, but it's taken by number 7 of Menor along the boards. 42 at the point, trying to get it into the corner. He'll head to the opposite point. 27 will take his spot. Back with 42 at the point. Shaker unable to clear, but here it'll land with Isaac Miller, and he'll get the clear. Here it's Camp. He might have an opportunity the other way if he can center it himself. He's under pressure by 2 Cardinals there. An opportunity for... Who was that? I believe that was Sammy Gerber, but he couldn't capitalize on it. Here's Camp behind the net trying to play it. Still short-handed. The Raiders trying to get perhaps maybe something done themselves, but nothing done here. Here it is Gavin Richards on the clear. Camp will be the man to chase it with just under 40 seconds remaining in the penalty. There it's Gavin Richards keeping it inside of the Menor blue line, but now number 8 of Menor will skate in a circle around the net. Number 8 on the backhand trying to end it around the boards, but it'll land with Isaac Miller. He kicks it on his skate. He's thrown down to the ice, no call. There a shot taken by number 8. That won't go. Josh Brown on the clear. That should send Noam Greenberg back into the game. And it will. He's on the ice. He'll skate quickly over to the bench. There's a shot made by Josh Brown on the other end. And here's a rush the other way. Drew English doing well to break up the pass. However, their rush There's still much going Menner's way. But now behind the net, it's taken by Jolly. Jolly and English on the rush. Jolly loses it. In the corner with Drew English. Jolly maybe trying to center it. That won't work well. It'll go right to the Menor goalie, and he will freeze it. .349 left in the third period. This is exactly where the Red Raiders versus the Padua Bruins game. This is where we were at that point in the game. But Padua had that 2-on-1 opportunity and an empty net goal, and it was 4-2. Here a shot made by Isaac Miller, a blocker save, and it's sent into the corner. Garnett, he'll dump it into the zone. Here it's in front of the ref. The referee, you need to get out of the way. Trying to center it out in front. It's with Isaac Miller kicking it onto a stadium. He tries the shot, but it'll go to the right of the net. .305 left to go in period number 3. So we're still deadlocked at 2. Gavin Richards off the draw, gets it to the point for Jolly. Jolly will send it back around behind the net. And now a centering pass, trying to get it over to Gavin Richards, who had a lane to shoot. But it'll go over to Lazar. And off the glass, it'll go right back into the Menor zone. Lazar tries a shot. That one went wide left. Here Jolly at center ice sends it back to Gavin Richards. Richards trying to get it up to Drew English. That's out of his reach, and it's with a Menor defenseman behind the net. Can Menor clear it? They can, but that should be an icing. And we will get the whistle with 2:22 remaining. 2-2 our score. The face-off to the left of the goalie. And it's won by Jack Camp, and off the draw, Sammy Gerber tries a shot, but a save by the man in the paint. .219 left in regulation. Camp still taking the draw, but Menor will win it. Can they clear it? Not just yet. Noam Greenberg keeping it inside the line. Now Greenberg tries a low percentage shot, and it's saved. And back with Menor, but Gerber will steal it right as Menor escapes the zone. And it's back with him as Garnett gets it right back to him. Gerber with the shot, it hit a man right in front of the shot. Now Greenberg trying to center it out in front with Isaac Miller. He can't get a clean shot off. So now Garnett bumped off the puck. Now Menor is going to try a quick rush the other way, but they can't get it. Delayed offsides, and now they'll tag up. Garnett behind Cooper Mears' net. A minute and a half remaining in regulation time. Behind the net with Menor's defenseman. Can they get it out? Not just yet, but it looks like here they will. And they will center ice into the Red Raiders zone. They're trying to deke around the defenseman in there. Shot made by number 8, and somehow that got through the traffic. It will be saved by Cooper Mears, however. The number 17th ranked in the state Red Raiders versus the Menor Cardinals, who are ranked number 19th in the state. We expected a good game. Of course, the Red Raiders were the favorites. Last year in the quarterfinal regionals, Menor knocked Shaker out of the regionals as their Cooper Mears makes a save. Menor kicked Shaker out of the quarterfinal regionals in a score that resulted 4-1. And Menor went on to beat US but lose to the state champions of Gilmore Academy. Their face-off won by Jack Kemp, and it's a 3-on-2. He tries to pass it over to Drew English, but it's off his skate. Now Garnett. Up to Drew English. That's also off his stick awkwardly, but Garnett will pick him up. And it's onside as Garnett comes in to the zone. However, he's bumped off the puck. What can Menor do in the dying seconds of regulation time? Menor has it. 35 seconds left. Here, an offensive turnover. It's with Jack Kemp. He's bumped off the puck. It's with Isaac Miller. Isaac Miller back to the point. Lazar can't keep it inside of the blue line. However, Lazar will send it right back in. Lazar here will keep it inside the blue line. Getting it to Jack Kemp. Kemp off a backhand try. That won't find its way through the traffic. Jolly tries a blast. And now the goalie will need to stand up and make the snag out of the air. And with 7.3 remaining in regulation time, it's looking likely that we could head to 4-on-4 overtime. The draw to the right of the goalie. Won by Menor. Looks like Menor is just going to try and pin this one up against the boards, and they will successfully. They'll come out with it, but not before time expires. Our score is 2-2, and it looks like we will be heading to 4-on-4 overtime action. Or excuse me, no OT. Apparently. Apparently no overtime. And it looks like we might just go straight to a shootout. Oh my goodness. And or maybe we might not get either, an overtime or a shootout. Looks like both teams are out here for the handshakes. So that is rather disappointing, as it'll be a 2-on-2 finish. So I guess they'll just tie for third place. And so that'll take us to the end of this Thornton Park tournament coverage of your Red Raiders. They have won one, they lost one, and they have tied one. And my name is Vaughn Ullum here with the Shaker Heights Athletic Department. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you at OBM Arena as we got some more tournaments down in Strongsville.